We are here with Tim Coey of CailPass. How are you today, Tim?
Doing terrific.
All right, so you know that season is just around the corner. Do you guys have any deadlines for people to get their passes right now?
Well, the next deadline, probably the biggest deadline, is coming up here at the end of this month. So it generally ends on October 31st, Halloween, but that happens to be on November 1, actually, which is a Saturday. So that is the deadline. It'll probably leak over into Monday, the 3rd at midnight, but that would be the absolute deadline at that point.
All right. So with this time of year, what are resorts doing to get prepared for the season coming up?
Well, it's funny. I was just talking to my son here, who's I'm at China Peak today, and we were just going over the plan. And what always happens at resorts is these projects eventually catch up with you, and all of a sudden it's a scramble. So right here at China Peak, over at Bear Valley, Dodge Ridge, and Mountain High, our four resorts, our managers and our operators are basically getting everything ready to go, both in terms of testing things. The biggest issue, of course, is making sure all the your snowcats are ready to go, making sure all your snow removal is ready to go, and probably most importantly is making sure your snowmaking system is tested so that the system has been running now for in some cases probably 7 or 8 months. So you got to get out there and test the system, make sure everything runs, make sure it runs properly, so that when we get some cold temps here, that we're able to go. So it's basically for the next 30 days or however long it is till we open, maybe less than that. It's pretty much of a scramble, and everybody's chasing around.
And a lot of it has to do with about the safety of the equipment, right? The ski lifts, the everything that's involved. And are there ski lift engineers that you guys call out on an annual basis?
Yeah, it depends on what you're doing. There's lifts on a rotation as far as basically checking them out for operate. Basically every lift has to get certified, has to get cleared to operate every year. So the state lift inspectors here in California go from resort to resort, and they basically test lifts, stop, start, looking for any issues that may happen, and then that lift is then cleared to run. So that's what happens with the lifts. Everything else basically is done on site. So making sure all your cats and all your loaders and all the other equipment is pretty much ready to go for the season.
So people don't realize that you have a team that's out there already making sure that everything is ready to go once you guys are ready to open. How big is your team just at China Peak?
Well, we have a year-round team of around 45 or 50 folks because we have a year-round operation here, and we just basically ended the summer season literally, I think, a week ago. Our marina, our restaurant on the water here at Huntington Lake, the mountain biking. We had running events, all kinds of events all summer long. Weddings. We have, I think, one more wedding to go, and then everything will switch over to the winter. And then the winter, it's about 250 full-time staff. And that's actually not that big. There are some skiers in the country, of course, that employ thousands and thousands of employees in the summertime. So we're a pretty efficient operation here.
So if they don't want to miss getting their pass, tell everybody the website again where they can go to get their Cali Pass.
The CaliPass website is thecalipass.com, and that'll take you to that site. And then, of course, the other option is to purchase an individual pass at any one of the four resorts: Mountain High in Southern California, China Peak here in Central California, Dodge Ridge, which sort of is on the border between Central and Northern, and then our northernmost resort, as they move up towards that Lake Tahoe area, is Bear Valley. So you can either go individual, but looking at what's happening right now so far, it's heavily weighted towards people with the Cali Pass, because you also get all the Powder Alliance resorts. So you actually have access, when all said and done, to 17 different ski areas.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for joining us, Tim. We appreciate having you.